experiences now and how you react to those experiences impact who you become, shape who you become. So, if you would have asked me at your age, when I was your age, if you would have asked me what I wanted to do as a career or after I graduated, I would have said I wanted to play for the Cleveland Indians. There's just one small problem with that. I didn't play Little League. I was born with a neurological disability called cerebral palsy, CP for short, and with CP, it affects physically, so I walk a little differently, I have like balance issues, I have a balance issue, my hand-eye coordination isn't the greatest, so for my sake, my parents decided that I should play Little League. Well, if I'm not playing Little League, I doubt I'm ever going to get to the chance to play Major League Baseball. And I can't play for the Cleveland Indians. The next best thing would be to write about it. And I joined my high school student newspaper, spent 3 years as the sports editor, and quite honest, by the time I graduated, I was kind of tired of writing sports. And that second lesson is being different doesn't make you stick out, it makes you stand out. And what I mean by that is your age, it's very easy to feel like if you're different, to feel negative about it, and quite frankly, as adults too, it's very easy. You just want to blend in, no one wants to stick out. If there's just a negative attitude that is associated with being different. And I think if we rephrase it, it kind of shows that it's not really true about that the idea that being different is a bad thing. It kind of blows it up. So if you rephrase it and say, oh, having a disability or being different or having a disability or whatever else makes me different, makes me stick out, instead of saying stick out, say, having a disability or whatever makes me different makes me stand out. And when you stand out, you're excelling at something. That's the way I was with my cerebral palsy. I didn't want, as a kid, I wouldn't talk about my CP, which is, I was trying to hide it from my classmates because I had that misconception that being different was wrong, and so I wanted just to blend in. And we had an elevator because there's 2 floors, and so I would ride. My parents would want me to ride the elevator, and so I would ride the elevator. And if a classmate said something to me about riding the elevator, I just kind of shrugged my shoulders because I personally didn't want to ride the elevator, and all that balance tells that journey of where I was as that embarrassed 7th, 8th grader, afraid or embarrassed or frustrated about being different, to someone now where I'm standing in front of all you talking openly about my CP, when I could just instead be talking about writing. I felt conflicted about just writing so much about disabilities because I didn't want to just be known as having a disability. This is kind of leading to my third lesson for you today, and that is never stop learning. Learning is not something that is exclusive to the classroom. The fact that I was learning so much about disability, I decided I interviewed a bunch of different independent musicians, wrote articles based off those interviews, and compiled them into a second book that I released to the Kindle in the title Rock Realities. And it was amazing though, in publishing Rock Realities, it didn't have the same momentum. I didn't get the same kind of feedback as I got with Off Balance. It really emphasized that second lesson I gave you, and that is being different doesn't make you stick out, it makes you stand out. Seeing the difference in the response to off balance and rock realities, I realized that people respected my opinions talking about CP because it's something I was living with and not everyone can offer that perspective. And so that's when I committed to becoming the cerebral palsy vigilante, fighting the injustices of cerebral palsy misconceptions. Normal is a myth, which is a key message that I send through my work. The idea is we're all different in one way or another. And so if we're all different, we all have something that makes us different. What is normal? It doesn't exist. It's important to never stop learning. Learning is not exclusive to the classroom. It was that mindset that made me realize that being different doesn't make you stick out. Being different makes you stand out. And all of this is relevant to you today because your experiences now and how you react to them impact and shape the person you become.